Welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz. Today I'll be showing you how to make this Coraline inspired crochet beanie. This is an advanced beginner friendly project. For this project we use slip stitches, single crochets, half double crochets, double crochets, trebles, and increases. For the materials I used Red Heart Super Saver in the color Royal. I also used Red Heart Super Saver in the color Light Gray. I used a 5mm hook for the complete beanie, a 3mm hook for the stars. I used a needle to attach the stars and some scissors. I'm starting off with a magic ring. You can go ahead and do the same, or you can chain 4 and slip stitch into that first chain to make a ring. We're also going to be chaining 2 in the beginning of every round. It does not count as a double crochet. So there's my chain 2. Now place 10 double crochets in the ring. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and pull that little string from the back to close up the hole, and then you can go ahead and slip stitch at the chain 2 space that we started with to close up the ring and finish round 1. For round 2, chain 2 and place a double crochet increase in the same stitch. So that's 1 and 2. For each stitch around, we are going to continue to make an increase in each stitch. Go ahead and continue to do that. At the end of this round, we will have a total of 20 double crochets. I will meet you at the end of this round. We are at the end of round 2. Make a slip stitch at the top of the chain 2 space we started with. And now we're ready for round 3. Start off by chaining 2 and place 1 double crochet in that same stitch. In the next stitch, make an increase, 1, 2. Now we're going to continue to repeat 1 double crochet in the next stitch and an increase in the following. Continue to repeat this all around. At the end of this round, we will have 30 double crochets. I'll meet you in the beginning of round 4. We are on round 4. Chain 2 and place 1 double crochet in that same stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then an increase, 1 and 2. We are going to continue to repeat, placing 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches and then an increase all around. At the end of this round, we will have a total of 40 double crochets. I'll meet you at the beginning of round 5. For round 5, chain 2 and place 1 double crochet in the same stitch and 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So that's a total of 2 and now 3 stitches. Make an increase in the next. And we will be continuing to repeat 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches and then an increase all around. At the end of this round, we will have a total of 50 double crochets. I'll meet you in the beginning of round 6. For round 6, chain 2 and place 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, make an increase, 1 and 2. We are going to continue repeating 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches and then an increase all around. At the end of round 6, you should have 60 double crochets. I'll meet you in the beginning of round 7. If you're making a child size hat, you're going to want to stop on round 6. This is a good width. All you're going to want to do now is make 1 double crochet for many rows to add to the length. On the other hand, we are making an adult size hat, so we are going to continue and make 1 more row of increases. We are starting round 7, the last increasing row. Chain 2 and place 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now place an increase in the next stitch, 1 and 2. Continue to repeat 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches and then an increase all around. At the end of this round, you should have 70 double crochets. I'll meet you once we're done so we can measure the top of the hat. I like to measure the top of the hat in case we have a different tension. So in case you have a really tight tension, you might have to make a couple more increasing rows. So when you measure it, it is about 6.5 inches. For the next 12 rows, I will be making 1 double crochet in each stitch. This will be adding the length of the hat, and when I try it on, it should lay right on top of my eyebrows. I encourage you to try it on as you go and see how many rows you need to do. It might be the same, it might be a little different. I will meet up with you once we're done adding the length to our hat. So I'll be making 12 more rows of 1 double crochet in each stitch around. After, we will be adding a couple more rows for the folding part of the beanie. I have finished the length of the beanie. It measures to about 7 inches, and this is how it lies nicely on top of my eyebrows. Now we will be making the little folding part of the beanie. So we're going to work on the little folding part that flaps forward. We are not going to just add length to it and then flap it over because you can see that it is the wrong stitch. You see the reverse side and it just doesn't look as neat. So we're going to start the next row, and instead of working it regular how we have been around and around this way, we are going to flip it like this, and now we're just going to continue making 1 double crochet in each stitch. So start off by chaining 2, make 1 double crochet in that same stitch, and continue to make 1 double crochet in each stitch around for a total of 3 rows. Honestly, 3 rows is optional. You could do 3, you could do 4, you can do as many rows as you think looks best. I'll meet up with you once we're done with the 3 extra rows for the folding part. And once we're done and we actually fold it up, it is going to be showing the correct stitch on the right side, and everything is just going to look nice and neat. I finished the 3 rows. You can see that the bottom part looks a little bit different, the stitch, and that is because we were crocheting on the opposite side. So when we fold it, both sides, the top and the bottom, look the same. We finished the base of the beanie. Go ahead and cut your yarn, leave a little tail so you can weave it in. I'm going to use my needle and I'm going to weave in this end on this back side since I'm going to flip it and then you're not going to be able to see it. We are going to start on the stars now. We will be using our 3mm hook and our gray yarn. I'm going to start by making a magic ring. If you prefer to chain 4 and slip stitch into that first chain to make a ring, go ahead and do that. Once we have our ring, we are going to chain 2. It does not count as a double crochet, and then we will be placing 15 double crochets in the ring. I will be making my 15 double crochets off screen, so I'll meet up with you once we have our 15 double crochets and we are ready to start on the peaks of our star. We finished the first round. We are going to start on one of the peaks of the star. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the second chain from the hook, make a slip stitch. In the next chain, make a single crochet. In the next chain, make a half double crochet. In the next chain, make a double crochet. And in the last chain, we will be making a treble. So each stitch we've made is from small to big to give it the dimension we need. Now we just need to attach it to the circle. So we are going to skip 2 stitches, and into that third stitch, make a slip stitch, and we have finished the first peak of our star. We have to do that 4 more times for a total of 5. I will do it one more time with you. chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the second chain from the hook, make a slip stitch. In the next chain, make a single crochet. In the next stitch, make a half double crochet. In the next stitch, make a double crochet. And in the last stitch, make a treble. Now we will be skipping 2 stitches. So notice this is the stitch we're in. Then we skip the next 2, and into that third stitch, we make a slip stitch which attaches the next point to our star. Do this 3 more times for a total of 5, and I'll meet you once we're done. I finished the star. I finished my last slip stitch, so now we're just going to leave a very long tail so that we could sew this on. I ended up making a total of 6 stars. Now you just get to play with it and see where you'd like to place all the stars. Maybe on top of the folding part, maybe just at the top of it. There's no right or wrong answer. It just depends on what you'd like. Once you have that figured out, go ahead and sew each star on the beanie. Make sure you go through every stitch so that you don't miss one and it's all nice and secure on your beanie. Once you have completed attaching all of your stars to your beanie, we are done. I hope you enjoyed this Coraline inspired beanie. There are so many different ways you can use this tutorial for a beanie itself or even switching up the colors. I can't wait to see what you make. Please tag me on Instagram and TikTok with your creations. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Happy Halloween, and I'll catch you in the next video.